What's up? It's your girl Pre. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be sharing with you my thoughts on the new Yara Elixir that just recently came out, recently released by Latapa. You guys know I am a big fan of the original Yara. Over the years, I've tried some of the flavors as well. I take a liking to Yara Candy as well as Yara Tooths at some point, but the original Yara has always been a really strong like for me. It was even a love to some degree. So for the past year or so, Yara has been a staple in my collection. I have repurchased it at least once. I felt like it was only right that I brought you guys my thoughts on the new Yara Elixir. So if you guys are in the market for this new fragrance and you're interested in hearing my thoughts, then I would love for you guys to subscribe to the channel or so moved to do so, and the like button for your girl if you enjoyed this video. And they have a new feature on here that is called hype this video, and I would love for you guys, if nothing else, to hype this video, you guys, so it can push me out to the algorithm and other fragrance and beauty lovers can find me and join. First things first, I just want to quickly give you guys my quick thoughts about the original Yara. If you guys aren't familiar with the Yaras at all, which I seriously doubt anyone here hasn't heard of this. It's been viral since it came out years ago, but just in case you haven't, this here is the original Latapa Yara. This is the packaging that it comes in. Over the years, this has been compared to so many other fragrances on the market. A lot of people consider this to be like a beautiful strawberry gourmand fragrance. I've heard a lot of different things. I've heard it compared to Burberry Her and the likes of fragrances like that. To be honest, you guys, I've never felt like it was a strawberry forward fragrance, and I never felt like this was anywhere anything like the Burberry Her. So personally, if that's what you were looking for, you're not going to get that here. I do tend to have an opposing view from the rest of YouTube, so just keep that in mind. What I get is a lot of times not what other people get, but I'm just giving you my thoughts. It may fall in line with others. I'm not really sure. I haven't really watched reviews on the new one, but just wanted to let you guys know this has been a steady staple in my collection. It's been a love. I didn't even bring this to you guys, but recently I kind of have fell back from this fragrance because it was kind of getting on my nerves a bit. Not in the way that I dislike it. I still like the scent profile, but you know, when you've been wearing something for a long time and pulling for it all the time, which that's exactly what this was for me. This was like an easy going, easy grab. It's always been that. Since I took a liking to it, I always grab this in the summertime and spring when I don't know what to wear. It's just an easy going, everyday, signature scent worthy type of scent. And I would use it for those reasons and those occasions. Super compliment getter, super pretty, feminine, soft, subtle scent. This is like a powdery, soft, fruity floral scent, essentially. This had notes of, I think, vanilla, gourmand accord. It had some tropical fruits in there, some musk, some amber, I believe some sandalwood, heliotrope. I'll be sure to put that up there for you guys. But again, this is not a new DNA at all. This has been out. It's been around the block for a long time. Different people pull out different things, but I can personally say for me, I never considered this to be like a strawberry forward fragrance. I just didn't get that. Honestly, I've said this in the past. I always thought this was like somewhat adjacent to the Sol de Janeiro original fragrance, the 62. It's not exactly like that at all, but somewhere in that dry down, I picked up similar facets of that fragrance. So more powdery, floral, feminine version. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I will again put the notes up there for you guys, but just my quick thoughts on the original. So now after the OG, they did come out with Yara Candy as of last year. You guys, I have a whole dedicated review on my channel to that, so you can be sure to check that out if you like. I will put a card up here if you'd like to check that out, or I will put it at the end so that you guys can look at that and just reference what I felt about it then versus what I feel about it now. I actually did buy that fragrance, use that fragrance, and empty that fragrance. I emptied that, I think, a couple of months ago towards the end of the summer. So yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I thought that was a really pretty fragrance, but I will say it did start to lean a bit juvenile for me towards the end of the wear there, to the point where I knew I could finish it, but I knew I wouldn't repurchase it also. So yeah, I did love that fragrance. It was a very pretty, sweet, but still tangy, fizzy strawberry candy fragrance. It almost reminded you of like the strawberry fizz candy, like the little like, think of like peach rings, but not the peach flavor. Think of peach rings that are strawberry with like that crystallized sugar on the outside. That's the kind of vibe that it gave, but like Sour Patch Candy type of vibe. That's what it smelled like. But I also got watermelon from it. I always remember that because there was no watermelon note, but I believe there was green mandarin and black currant. So it gave like a fruity touch to it. There was definitely strawberry. It was very pronounced, very sweet, like syrupy sweet, but there also were facets of like watermelon to me. I don't know if everybody picked that up, but that's what I did. I enjoyed it. It was really nice for the summertime, but again, it did lean a little juvenile over time. So, I did part ways with it. I finished it and I decided that at this time I would not be picking it back up. So that leads me to the next one. That would be the new Yara Elixir that just released. Let me give you guys my quick thoughts. So first things first, this is how it came. You guys, I received this literally just a few days ago. I don't have too much to say regarding like how long it's going to last and everything. Y'all know that is subjective. A lot of things that go into that, how you moisturize, where you apply the fragrance, how long it's been sitting, how new the fragrance is, you know what I'm saying? All of those things play a part into the longevity. So if you're here, just know I don't really like to get into longevity. I believe all of them come in the same package. And I'm so sorry if the lighting is a little out. It's daylight. I'm using the natural light, but I'm also using my ring light because it's not bright outside today. It's a really gloomy day. So I gotta knock out this filming. I'm gonna put them side by side. So the only difference between these two bottles is that the shading is a bit deeper in the Yara Elixir. This is more of like a baby soft pale pink, whereas this one is more of like a really creamy, like a deeper pink color. And then of course this has the signature silver packaging, and then this has the gold. It's like a rose gold. So yeah, that's how you would know the difference. This is the original, and this is the Elixir. The Yara Candy, which I'll pop a picture in, is in the hot pink, like fuchsia packaging. So that's how you'll be able to tell the difference. Yara Tooth is orange, which is a like mango flanker. And then they have the other one, Yara Moy. I never picked that up. I was never interested, but it's in the white and gold. Just a forewarning. But yeah, for Yara Elixir, my quick thoughts. We're gonna be brief. Y'all, okay. So when I first picked this up and pulled it out, I had no expectation. I really hadn't seen any reviews or anything, just the few things that I've seen people say on Fragrantica, which, I don't pay Fragrantica no mind because people be all over the place with it. So I don't really have expectation. I will say that I did notice the note structure and I had some thoughts. But yeah, let's just talk about it. I'm going to spray it on now. We're going to spray this actually over here on my hand. It's healthy spray. So immediately I felt the same way I felt the same day. The first day that I picked this up. Y'all, as soon as I spray this out, I'm immediately met with a scent. It reminds me of something, okay? Very much something. Immediately it reminded me of Bougie Marshmallow. Man, when I tell y'all, Kayali really did something when they pulled that out because that has been duped to no end, literally, ever since that DNA came out. I mean, we have had, like 10 dupes? Like, we can name literally like 5 off the top of the dome. Let's see, we got Marshmallow Blush, we got Ginseng Marshmallow, we got Chocolate Musk Marshmallow, we got Elixir Marshmallow, which I'm gonna talk to y'all about. Hold on for that. Make sure y'all subscribe. But y'all, there are so many dupes for that on the market. I think we can all come together and just agree that DNA is addictive. Oh, so pretty, so feminine, and so easy. Everyone loves it. We can pull hairs on who's doing it the best in regards to lasting power and just the overall projection, lasting power, all of those things. We could split hair on those. But in essence, that scent profile is so highly sought after. It may be behind Vanilla 28, I would say behind Vanilla 28, it's got to be one of Kayali's most sought after scent profiles because it is so highly duped. I mean, it's got to be up there with Young Pistachio with how many dupes are on the market for it. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, that DNA is the truth. That said, although it started with that DNA, it did not stay there. So that's the good part. Okay, I hope y'all stayed around for that. I do, when you first spray it out, you are met with a DNA that is very reminiscent to Young Bougie Marshmallow. You know, that sweet, fluffy, strawberry, creamy scent. It's literally like biting into a cream saver. Do y'all remember the strawberry cream savers? That's what it smells like, literally. But once you get into the dry down, literally, like, I would say give it about 15, 20, 30 minutes in. You're going to notice, because right now mine still kind of smells like Young Bougie, but I can smell it peeking through. I get about maybe 15 to 20% of the OG. Very little, y'all. Very remotely reminds me of the OG. If you're not a fan of the OG, I would say you could still give this a try because this is furthest away from that to me as it relates to the pink Yaras. This doesn't smell like it in that way to me. This is more in line with Yara candy, which brings me to my next point. I almost forgot to give you guys the notes for the original Yara. I will have put them up here for you guys anyway, but I still wanted to read them out. So this particular Yara Elixir had the notes of strawberry s'mores, black currant, jasmine, orange blossom, caramel, vanilla, amber, and musk. To me, what stands out the most is the strawberry s'mores accord, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. It's definitely a creamy strawberry facet in there. The black currant, because I think that's what was highlighted in Yara Candy. I don't really pick up much jasmine or orange blossom, but I will say in the base, in the dry down, that caramel mixed with that vanilla, amber, and musk, for sure. I feel like that's similar to the dry down of the other as well, Yard Candy, as well as in the OG. So they all pretty much have that in common, with the exception of the caramel. Wasn't in the OG, but yeah, guys. For me, the strawberry s'mores, black currant, caramel, vanilla, amber, and musk, those are the notes that stand out for me. In the deep dry down, Yara Candy is what starts to peek through. I don't know if you guys, if you've never smelled it before, Yara Candy has that sour candy that I described earlier. You know, that strawberry fizz candy that's got like that crystallized sugar on the outside. That starts to peek through in this fragrance. So to me, into my nose, what you're getting if you pick up Yara Elixir, you'll be getting about 10-15% of OG Yara. The remainder will be split half and half. A mixture of the OG, very little Yara candy, and Young Bougie marshmallow. Put those three together, and this is what you get. If you are someone who felt like the Yara Candy DNA was a little too juvenile for you, a little too sweet, a little too tangy, a little too much on the play side, I think you would like this because a lot of people love the DNA of Young Bougie Marshmallow. I mean, look at all the dupes. And a lot of us have a lot of those dupes. So you can't tell me that you don't love that profile because I know you do. Okay, so if you're someone who loves that profile, minus the lemon and some of those other facets that are in there, if you're loving that creamy, fluffy, strawberry, marshmallowy type scent, that's what you're getting in here. But mix that in with Yara Candy. One could say, if you're not someone who wants to hurry up and run out and get this, the price is just too high for you right now, I absolutely understand. If it wasn't for this channel, I would not have went out and bought this, but I had to. I'm a Yara fan. I had to do it for y'all. But I will say, you could absolutely take Young Bougie Marshmallow or any one of those dupes that you have. Okay, hello, Marshmallow Blush, Choco Musk Marshmallow, whatever it is you have. Mix that with Yara Candy if you have it, and you got Yara Elixir. Those are my thoughts, you guys. My true, real and raw thoughts about Yara Elixir. I do thoroughly enjoy it. Happy that I got it. I could have waited on it. Had it not been for me trying to review it for you guys, I absolutely could have waited on it for that price to come down because I think I picked this up at, $49.99 or whatever they started it out at. I got mine off of Amazon. But yeah, I do love the scent profile. I love it. And being that I actually am out of my Yara Candy and I love the Young Bougie Marshmallow scent profile and almost finished with my dupes. Like I had several dupes. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. But I just bought another. So I was not expecting this to smell like that. But nevertheless, I'm not mad. Y'all know I love that DNA down. But I'm cool on the Young Bougie Marshmallow dupes now. Okay, we don't need any more. It's starting to get up there with like Bianco Latte. Please, no more dupes. We're good. We got all we need. Okay, so also my Yara OG is almost finished as well. So You guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button for your girl, or you can hit that hype me up, hype up this video. I really, really greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to make sure you always look good and smell good, and sis, make sure you're doing on a budget. See you in the next one. Bye.